Episode 11! I got my stuff back from spiders. Don't worry, everybody. And I spent a long, tedious time setting up the entire aluminum production. So, as you can see, it's working. Not super well. I need to go work out some issues with some of the water flow right now, but I think that's also largely because I don't quite have it using every bit of the alumina solution efficiently just yet.
Okay. And all of that is carrying, all of that is the aluminum, and it's just those two pipes?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not actually using all of them for right now, but I am using 3 of the pipes. And then, actually, the real reason why there's no water flowing through here right now is because I also, over here, have sulfuric acid set up, which, you know, is then going to be feeding into, over here, batteries, which I normally wouldn't be creating in this area because they're not really a resource, but at the same time, I don't want to have to package and haul around sulfuric acid and alumina solution.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So we're going to do it over here instead. But no. The real thing that's about to be happening, oh yes, is going to be nitrogen gas today, which you could probably already tell if you looked at the right side of the screen.
Ooh.
So
No, I
what
wouldn't
I'm
have
going
guessed
to
that.
do is run over here down the Mark V conveyor belts. By the way, I have like 5 different containers just full of the alclad sheets at this point in time. So you know, it
So
is
5.
it's a lot. It is probably enough to be able to actually, I don't know, cause be able to get rid of all of the currently used encased steel beams in the factory and replace them all with just the alclad sheets alone,
Nice.
which I'm not going to do on screen because that would be extremely boring.
You mean you're gonna replace all the level 5 with level 5, or level 4 with level 5 conveyor belts?
That would at least be the plan, but first off, we got a new thing going on here, so let's go get that working for me first, which
Well,
is just right over here.
And even if you do replace the conveyor belt, something I was noticing as I just tried a simple playthrough is just you want to replace. There's specific lines that you want to replace with the higher make conveyor belts. You don't really need to do that if it's just feeding in one machine or something, and it's just like the little nub piece, because like that's never going to be a bottleneck if you're at like level 4. Like you're always going to be able to get the screws out of there.
The autosave is getting worse and worse with time, isn't it?
Yeah, as your factory gets more complex, I think that's an endemic problem with this genre of game, because you get your factory more and more complex, and you've just got more and more data that you have to save.
Yeah, but I think that might also be one of those things that has contributed to like the audio issues that we've been experiencing as of late. That it's just like it's so taxing on the machine that whenever that happens, for example, or whenever I get those times where I just kind of like stop moving for a couple seconds, that what happens is it desyncs the audio, because that was still happening even with the OBS stuff as of right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're competing with the same resources. Like, you know, I'm sure you've moved a bunch of files from one drive to the other one, and all the CPU that uses, you know, you can't do anything else on your computer basically, or everything you're doing, there's a slight chance that it's going to be, you know, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah, which I mean, you know, not necessarily a bad thing, but also kind of a bad thing.
Well, it's one of those things.
It's
where
like, look, I
think,
want this factory to be this complex, but I also know that it does come with its own downsides. Anyway, you know, I had it here being like, hey, I want to. There we go. I want to have like four things on. Really, I want to have four freight cars on this train, but I think I'm actually just going to reduce it down to 3 instead, because I don't even know what I want to use the 4th one for.
Okay, yeah.
So, same basic thing as when I was doing the oil. We got this one, which is going to be loading up the full containers. We got this one, which is going to be having the empty containers. And pretty much from here, can I maybe
Empty
get
and
this?
full, empty and full. How do you measure their worth?
How do you
By
measure?
what their contents are by what their contents are worth. I don't know.
I don't know how much a container of nitrogen gas is worth. Look that up right now.
Oh, it's just air. That's actually just air. so it would be free.
Free, eh?
Well, at the cost of the container, of course.
Which, I mean, you already saw how many that was creating there. I just diverted one of the aluminum lines into that. But you know what? Let's go get the stuff set up here first. Gas is much easier to end up trying to cart around because of the lack of it's not affected by gravity, so should be pretty simple ultimately.
Honestly, I don't know how to read these. It's saying that it's like, let's see. No, it's not. It's it's about $200 for 200. Yeah, I don't know what these quantities are for. Okay, let me figure this out.
Great.
You're the one who asked me to do it, okay?
Yeah, and you totally ruined it. You ruined the bit.
I'm falling flat.
You're
That's
falling
true,
down.
but I've literally never had to. I guess I did one time. I had to know how much.
This
the
is
price
the
of
only
gas
thing
was.
that, for whatever reason, has actual numbers on the overclocking here. But anyway, since this is a resource node, I am still planning to overclock it to the maximum degree possible and then use everything that I get out of it. So, let me just take a look.
Yeah.
Set this spot here and then there. Actually, I probably don't want to hook it up there exactly, since I do have a bunch of packagers that I'm going to be doing too, but this should work.
How many cubic meters of nitrogen gas are you talking about?
Probably close to like 600 or so per minute.
600 per minute. Okay. Well, then
I
you're
think
probably
each
looking at the
container can contain about 6 cubic meters of nitrogen gas.
Okay.
They
so
really do
let's-
plan
let's-
for you to use the packager for this sort of stuff.
Well, it looks like the price at scale is about 17 cents or 18 cents per cubic meter at that scale.
You're activated, right? Great. So virtually nothing.
Yeah, that was my code phrase. Look up the price of nitrogen gas.
All right. And there's that. 300.
That's cute that it says
okay,
try.
so actually, like significantly more than 300, significantly more than 600 cubic meters.
Okay.
Like just an absolutely huge amount more, it seems, which is good. I want to have a lot of it.
Oh, I actually did get this far. Okay, not that this is inherently interesting that I got this far, but I did get this far in my playthrough. I don't remember what I used it for, but it was like I definitely was like I had to pipe it down from here. I think mine was in a forest.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of them around here. I want to say that the one you probably ended up getting to. Hey, what's this? Oh yes, I know why it's unreachable, because I just deleted that. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's one like somewhere around this general area.
It's at the top of a cliff in like a jungle.
Yep, I think that's this area around here,
That
because I
might
found that one
literally
too.
be that.
Ultimately,
Yep.
though, the one that I ended up using was directly next to the bone machine, which is right here, and the nitrogen's just like right here.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't even plan for that to happen like that, but hey, whatever works, I suppose.
Yeah. Whatever's clever.
Right, all right. Just got a whole... You can still see that I haven't even exploited a lot of this sort of stuff yet, because I'm still working so much on the terrible, terrible aluminum solution. That's some very high volume resource stuff going on there.
Did you actually show us the whole setup for the aluminum, or did you just?
That
show
was
us, like,
literally the
pipeline?
first thing in the episode.
Well, I wasn't paying attention. No, I mean you were going. So, what is like? Did you show like from the bauxite into the alumina solution?
Well, bauxite, as we saw, is being shipped in from the swamplands over here. We got like this little bauxite pickup station.
Okay.
And then that comes up around, like this area, I think it gets dropped off at. Gets hauled over here to about this area, where it goes into those, set of 3 refineries, is it? No, it's 2
Oh, okay.
refineries and then a line of foundries and 1 line of assemblers to create silica. Because silica is, I actually need a decent amount of silica now, even with the alternate recipes that I've been using.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then that's shipped off to the other side of the factory, which is somewhere out here, where it
Oh,
gets
so
turned
you're
to
really
alclad
doing-
sheets and everything.
This is like a realistic logistics line where, okay, it's manufactured here, it's bottled here, it's like it takes multiple modes of transport. Like it sounds like it just has a really circuitous journey. You take it on the trains, and then it goes on the truck lines, and then the trucks eventually get it over
Well,
here.
yeah,
To
but
make
you
it
don't know what aluminum is going to be used for eventually.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it makes sense to. Well, I mean, you know that bauxite is going to be used for aluminum, so I don't know why you've got so many. Like, why don't
Well,
you
all the bauxite into aluminum production is in one area. That's why I had those.
Okay.
That's why I had that those 5, 6 lines of piping leading over there.
I see. Okay.
And
Yeah.
then similarly, what am I doing right now? By the way.
I don't know. I was just
And then similarly, but then like similarly, the eventual goal of creating aluminum ingots is then realized, and then, I get aluminum ingots, and then I ship them off to where they're actually being turned into useful things.
Okay.
Batteries, the one exception there, because I wanted to keep that close to the stuff.
Do you just need the batteries for drones, by the way, or is that for nuclear stuff too?
Batteries are used for. Let me take a look here real quick. After unlocking them, I got U. So it's used for this. It can also be used for fuel for any vehicles, as far as I know. But
okay.
it's largely going to be used for drones.
Yeah.
Like almost
yeah.
entirely. I don't even know if there's any other recipes that really use batteries, but I'm going to be making a lot of drones, so.
Well, yeah, and I mean, just the fact that it's a project part means that, yeah, it's important to build a lot of
And
those.
then, as I said in the last episode, it did have uranium, and like creating the like fuel for that kind of on deck, since I was already creating supercomputers. So I did grab that as well.
Now, you need to get to nuclear power to get to the last project part. Is that right? Like
You
actually
do, because what is it? I think like the milestone specifically has you in nuclear power. At least the milestone itself unlocks a few different things that are required for like the next set of materials you need to make.
Mm-hmm.
Even if
And
you
now I
don't end up using nuclear power, but why wouldn't you? It's so good. Also, I do not need this large.
Also, that objective that you're doing, or the milestone, the leading end production, that's pretty easy. I believe this is the last thing you need, right? Nitrogen gas. Once you have that, you can build that. Oh, okay.
Because there is still the particle accelerator.
Oh, okay.
Which
Well,
is
I mean,
gonna
not
be,
just even for that milestone.
it's the particle accelerator as well as plutonium production, as well as the actual like what's the thing called? The last thing. Nuclear pasta.
Nuclear pasta, yeah.
Just trying to get it so it's nice and, I don't know, like, see, the thing is, this looks so good. Why would I want to change it? Okay, but really, let's change that from noodle. Yep, noodle time. Okay, so that's about 300. This has a max of 600, so
You don't need a lot of this.
Yeah, so like you and you. Now, let's hook this one up to the other one that I have. Well, I mean, I guess I could just,
By the way, did they put the natural, or did they put the gas on top of the hill so that it would be like, so they wouldn't have to have, it wouldn't be such a big deal with the physics and stuff because it's a gas. Okay, it just goes downhill. Don't have to think about it.
I mean, I'm packaging it up, so it doesn't really matter. And besides, it's also not privy to gravity, so doesn't really, kind of irrelevant anyway.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter either way. Okay.
Right. It's just like the fact that I can ship this all around. Unlike other liquids, which I kind of try and keep on like one area, I can ship this wherever I want to, and there's absolutely no problem at all.
Okay.
Okay. Let's like just go put like this here, and then go add the other two right next to it.
I just thought I'd ask some questions about the game, just to like show that I'm engaged with the material.
Yeah, before we go back to talking about fast car.
Well, I'll be watching.
Well,
basketball.
I got a fast car.
Is it fast enough to fly away from here?
So goddamn fast, please help me. I'm flying into outer space.
Well, I guess that's the next.
Somebody
logical
save me
place.
from this car. I shouldn't have used my one genie wish on it. Oh, come on. That's not even the right place that I want to put it.
That is astute, though. I mean, if it's fast enough to fly away from here, I mean, that's not just about like lift. That would also be like you'd have to get it like to an escape velocity kind of thing.
And it's
like,
true.
Have to be
into outer space.
Like you're not. Oh, it's fast enough to fly away from here. You didn't say. Oh, it has wings and it's an airplane, basically.
It has wings and it's a giant bird. Not really all that much of a car.
It produces lift and gets us, into outer space.
It's pretty cool.
I want
really, I'm just kind of oversold. Really, I kind of oversold the whole fast part of the car. It's kind of more important that it is, flying.
It's more important that you take this relationship seriously. That's what I'm trying to imply. The fast car is just a metaphor for that.
The fast car is a metaphor for several different things, including that.
Yeah, it's a complex symbol. That's why I made it the center of this song.
You did a good job with it.
Yeah.
I think we're all... can't believe we're talking about fast car again.
Yeah.
Can you believe we're talking about fast car again? I cannot... I'm spending too much time talking about fast car. I don't remember which one I'm hooking up to which.
I gotta say, I really don't like it when podcasts, they go on, like, tangents and riffs. I like it when they apologize because it makes me
it's like, look, I'm not here to listen to you guys talk about yammer on about whatever sort of, like, songs that you like.
Yeah.
Here to listen about you... To you, I don't know, like talk about true crime or something. I went right through it.
This game actually has no true crime, but it has a lot of fast cars, so I think that's actually relevant. I think
they're not
this
that
is
fast, to be honest.
They're not. Like, I guess the
rumors of the fastness of these cars have been greatly exaggerated.
Mark Twain.
That's what Mark Twain says.
Mark Twain commenting on Tracy Chapman's fast car. I think this is more of a figurative thing. The cars aren't that fast. By the way, is that just organizing them? The tower of.
And they gotta remember that pipes have a. Okay, I'm gonna just like delete all of these right now. We're gonna do this right, but remember that pipes do have a hard limit of 600 that they can have flowing through them per minute.
I see. And yeah, these the nitrogen gas have the wells are extremely they eat into that really quickly. It's like, what are they, 300?
Well,
each?
to be fair, I did also like super overclock all of these too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're kind of making the problem
I want
there.
as much as possible. I'm going to use this for everything. I'm going to use this for everything.
Okay. Well, then you need to make a decision how to organize these pipes so you can get all that.
And I'm doing it.
I know. I'm not contradicting you. I was just
okay.
For the audience.
Now, before the audience rebels at me for watching me do this for too long, all right. So we got what is this, 150 over here? Yes. All right. So we got 300, 300, 150. This one is 300
meters per second.
This one is over here is 300. I have anyone that's just like 150 as well? 300 and 150. Okay. Let's take you then, and then let's combine that with the current 300 that I have, which is this one right here.
And remember, you can split those up if you want to make them more modular. You can split them up into two versions of 150 each.
I can do plenty of different things, but I want to make sure that it's just like when I'm actually putting it into the packager that I'm doing it right, or everybody's going to be dancing.
Sorry, was that another Rent reference?
That was a reference to the Daffin Punks.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So there's 600.
We've also separately referenced a song where they say "Everybody Dance Now."
That is called "Gonna Make You Sweat," and it is by the CNC Music Factory.
I was
We
aware
have
that you knew that.
already referenced that in this very series.
I know, and I was referencing that we've referenced that. Creating
Okay,
another
there we go.
reference.
All
And
the
yet a
okay, so
third.
that should be like the full 600, 600, 600. Okay, baby, let's do this.
600, 600.
Stop faffing about and set this thing up. Yep, that should do. I want to center that one a little bit more. And also center the other one. A lot of centering about to go on here. We only believe in centrist ideologies around here.
Yeah, 525,600 minutes.
That's right. Centrist ideologies being represented by show tunes from Rent.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Now you've got me thinking about that. I don't know.
Go on. How does this?
I'm sorry.
How does this remind you of Rent?
I mean, you've got to rent those pipelines.
I don't. I'm making them
Oh.
myself.
Oh. Well. Look, I'm just trying to make banter here. I'm sorry.
You gotta make a decision. Gotta rent these pipes today.
You got to rent these pipes pointing to my arms. I don't know.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Let's stop
Okay.
spending so much time doing this already and get on to the damn game already.
All right. So you've got the nitrogen gas. Where are you going to put that? You've got to make a decision.
I'm gonna be putting the gas right over here. We have to stop talking about fast car.
Yeah, it just seems like everything leads back to it, though. Like, don't you just want to
All
say it?
roads lead to fast car. That's what they say.
Yeah, the famous Roman proverb
Yep.
about fast car.
Fast car. Oiled and fast car. That's the only thing. Hey, you know, cars, and especially fast cars, do have oil in them.
Reports of how unforgettable this luncheon would be have been greatly exaggerated. Mark Twain.
Can I really only get 2? Is that enough? How fast can I package nitrogen gas? About 240 per minute. Oh, that's not bad.
240 per minute. How many do you have going? Do you have like 5
I
lines
need
of
600
each? Yeah. How many lines do you have of 600?
3.
So 1800. So you would need 7 of those to fully cover that. Actually, 6 2/3. Or fuck, it's 7.5 actually.
Also, I realize right now, yeah, the reason why I don't have enough is because I didn't switch up my recipe with the improved one. That was the reason. It should be this one.
It would actually be 8 and 7.5 total.
7.5 total. Oh, let's just get this one working for right now, and then we can worry about. And then I'll worry about fixing this later.
Yeah.
The other thing that I probably want to do right now is go end up trying to get a little bit of that there nuclear energy working. Yeah.
And by the way, I'm assuming each of those 3 is going to have 600 on them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I try and keep it about maxed out in terms of what I'm ending up doing.
Yeah, naturally.
There's no reason not to just have a fully maxed out line, right? I mean, unless I can get it to perfectly match stuff. Also,
Honestly,
I keep forgetting that it's like, you don't need to actually go into this to paste in stuff. You can just look at it.
The only real problem with overproduction in this entire game that I can think of is when you can't dispose of something. I mean, obviously that's with the waste, but more directly, it's like when you run out of plastic and okay, now your fuel generators are broken or something. Because
I mean, it's like, how do you dispose of stuff though? You always got this.
Yeah, you always do. You can't do that with liquid though, right?
You can package it. Or there are different ways you can do it. One of the things I've been thinking about doing eventually with the extra liquid that extra water that I'm creating, doing the whole aluminum process, is to just throw it into a fuel generator, specifically like either the coal generator or probably more likely at this point in time the nuclear power generator, because that takes a lot of water.
Yeah.
And that would be just a way to kind of like dump it in somewhere.
Do fuel generators require water?
Fuel generators do not, but both coal and nuclear do.
Okay.
Okay. Now, is there any possible way that I can just have it go from here down there, or is that going to be way too long?
Mant nuclear.
So, I'm going to shut this right here. Horizontal to vertical, please.
Yeah, why is it bent like that? Don't you do...
Horizontal to vertical, it gives you these cool... it kind of makes it so that it angles it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's too long.
It's a little bit iffy. Maybe you need to make a platform that it can sit on and then delete the platform once it's created.
Oh, come on. I'm not doing that sort of thing.
I mean, not in a cheesy way. Just
I have to have some respect for the stuff.
I don't mean that in like a cheesy way. I don't mean like, oh, you do some trick. I just mean like just as a way to get it to do what you like, to make the engine do what you want it to.
I mean, I could also just go try to set up the... I mean, there's a possibility there. What I can do is I can just go, like, delete all of this and then instead go and just set it up there, too. Because I do believe that comparatively, this should have absolutely no problem. It should be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go do that. And what
Now,
we'll do is
why
we'll even go
aren't
get
you-
like some nice aesthetic little sloping down things so that it gets a little bit lower, a little bit closer to God.
Now, is this pretty easy to just? Is there a reason you're
Not at
doing this with,
all is it easy
blueprints? Like, is there a reason you're not using blueprints here? Is it just
to destroy stuff?
I mean, no. Like, why aren't you cutting it? Do you already have this blueprint?
Yeah, this is the packager blueprint.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, okay.
You just saw me place it on the ground.
Well,
Were you just like looking at this and being like, "Wow, he's creating this really fast"?
I kind of drift in and out when it comes to like, or I thought you might have already created it, but I guess not. I'm sorry.
There's drifting in and out, and there's literally like, I haven't looked at the screen for the past 10 minutes.
I'm staring directly at it. I just don't know what I'm looking at, even though I've played this for hundreds of hours.
Have you for hundreds of hours?
I mean, probably more than 100. I don't know if it's maybe 200.
No, I thought you said it was around like 95 in that one episode where I had to edit out your many, many mechanical keyboard sounds.
Okay. Did you actually have to do that? I'm sorry.
They were really loud. Like, you know, when you said that they were going to be loud, it's just like, oh man, they are like ear-piercingly loud. No, but you could see the waveform and everything.
Oh, okay.
It was like,
well,
okay, that's probably too much.
In fairness, bro, I did warn you.
You did, and I said do it. So this is my fault, really.
I will expedite that new keyboard then. That's a fancy
Look, in the
word.
court of public opinion, you are absolved. I give you an indulgence on this one.
In the court of
I
Judge
didn't want to
Judy.
didn't want to kind of like angle this down a little bit instead, right? Aesthetically pleasing.
I actually really like that there's like there's like a court of public opinion. Like there's literally shows built around the court of public opinion. Like
Yeah,
they
like
should,
your judge's Judy and whatnot.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, and it's all about convincing the audience or somebody who's a surrogate for the audience. You know, that's not what you should do. Like convincing a television personality. All right, I don't know. I've run out of.
What do you try to
steam.
convince this television personality?
Yeah, and I mean, you got to show. Well, you got to show that you weren't doing wrong.
Yeah, but like to a television personality.
Yeah, exactly. But you've also got to entertain them.
Yeah, it's true. A nightmarishly dystopian future we've created for ourselves. And by future, I mean like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's a Black Mirror in society, etc. Yeah.
I mean, it would have been a Black Mirror society if like anybody was using Black Mirrors at that point in time. I guess you could think of like a old CRT sort of monitors as a Black Mirror, but I don't know if I would. You see yourself very easily when your computer tells you it's now safe to turn it off.
Oh, is that what that was supposed to? I mean, I guess it could also be like the phone.
Did
like
you? Yeah, it's supposed to represent phone screens. Did you really not get that?
No, I didn't until right now. All the way up.
What?
I'm sorry. I look at it.
What?
I look at my phone every day. I look at my phone every day.
This is. I don't know how to react to this aside from shock.
I thought it was computer monitors. I thought it was, you know, a very faint reflection.
Despite the fact that, you know, most of them do not use like the glass screens anymore.
Yeah, I know.
And they're not really reflective. Except for.
I mean, CRTs, yeah.
No, yeah, your phone is a CRT.
I mean, well, yeah, I don't know. I had to just.
They really made those cathode rays so tiny they look more like silicon, eh? Like,
right,
gold and copper wire.
So
technology's really advancing.
Enough about how I'm an idiot, but that said.
No, you talked. We do fast car here, and then I make fun of you for being dumb.
Well, in fairness, that is really dumb. I should it's a phone. Like I forgot the phone.
You ate the phone.
Yes. So
you ate the phones. My Black Mirror spec script. You ate the phones.
Yeah, well, it's.
Please tell me I did this in the right direction, because I couldn't quite tell. Yes, I did. Okay.
It's about a virus that causes you to want to eat phones, and then you absorb the information, and eventually they become an AI.
All right, Stephen King.
A malicious AI.
A delicious AI.
With a fast car.
You got a delicious AI. It looks pretty tasty. Gonna eat that phone.
Do you ever worry that these get like too stupid? Like that we can't publish this?
I'm worried about making a factory. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm not even.
I don't know what
attention.
you're doing.
I'm barely paying attention, so I don't have these qualms either. So it works out really nicely.
Speaking of like death of the author, what if the author is just kind of like absent the entire time? Like, oh yeah, I made that Satisfactory. Yeah, I think we could talk about like Tracy Chapman songs or something. We talk about like Anita Brown's Sweet Love. I'm pretty sure that's mostly what it was, right?
Oh, Anita Brown's Sweet Love. Yeah, that's right. You had me look that up.
It's
agree,
a good track.
That's a pretty great one. Yeah. Oh well, here now I'm typing the loudest typing in the world.
I don't feel any shame because you're in love with that keyboard. Sweet love.
Okay. No, just for some reason. Oh, it's Anita Baker actually. I don't know.
Did I say Anita Brown? Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. It's done.
No. Now I need to make amends to everybody.
Look.
How? By playing more Satisfactory.
So what? You're packaging up the nitrogen gas. Have you already built the pipeline going here?
The pipeline going here is right there.
Okay.
These are the pipelines.
Oh, I see. So you built an ad hoc lookout tower. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Because much like I did with the oil stuff. Because it's just like, you know, there's no particular reason. Well, there's also no way that I could possibly. Oh yeah, Okay, let's get the noodle instead.
Yeah, I'm realizing now that I started a new file that like you really do need the lookout tower to construct it until you get like the jetpack and stuff. Like you can't climb. I don't know. When do you get the ladder? Is that a cosmetic?
Oh, that's just
item?
something you unlock from the resource sync shop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I guess but I mean, like, until then, I guess you have the lookout tower, or the lookout tower.
Lookout tower is also just useful because you don't have to just, like, hook this up kind of crappily and then I'll do it later.
Yeah. I mean, to use the circuit board analogy, it's just a lot easier to do that from the top than from the, yeah, from first person. It kind of smooths over a lot of the difficulties that are inherent with this game over Factorio, just because, okay, you know, you're looking down on it.
Yes.
It is really impressive that they were able to make this into a first-person shooter, or not an FPS.
Make this from a first-person shooter engine.
Yes. I mean, I guess there is a rifle and a rebar gun. There are multiple guns. There's a whole technology tree for weapons, so I guess you can call it an FPS, but...
I mean, it's true. I was playing that on stream at one point in time, and people were like, "Wow, this is a lot more of a first-person shooter than I thought it was going to be." And it's like, "Oh no! I'm just getting some hard drives right now."
I remember when this game came out, like there were trailers for it. I mean, it's been in early access for a long time, but like we were looking.
It's about what, 2018, I think.
Yeah, we were looking into the game a couple years after that when it was still in. Well, it's still in early access, but early in the early access.
Yeah, we got update 8 coming out soon.
And it looked like a lot of fun in the same way that like Factorio was fun, but it looked like it would be a lot simpler because of the first-person shooter angle, because it would almost be like you'd have to make it simpler. But I think they've actually succeeded in making a game that's pretty comparable in complexity and difficulty, like without sacrificing the the architectural appeal of Factorio. Like, this doesn't feel like, oh, this is the first-person shooter that's not Factorio, but they try really hard to make it, acceptable. No, this actually feels like a full replacement for Factorio using a different engine. It really.
Well, I mean, it's hardly like Factorio was one of the first, automation games or anything. Like, that Zachtronics developer has been doing this for years and years now, even before that came out.
Yeah, I think this was. I think
there was like Infinifactory and stuff like that, which was then stolen to make Minecraft.
Wait, Infinifactory was the basis for Minecraft? I thought it was.
You can go and check like the original, like, hey, here's my test video game. I just wanted to make a clone of Infinifactory from Notch.
Oh.
It literally says that in the description for the YouTube video.
Oh my god, that rules.
This is known.
Okay, because
not like a surprise or anything.
It's funny because I'm actually a big fan of that game. I beat Infinifactory. Went through the whole game, and it's.
I feel like I should go check out some of that sort of game, some more of these games at some point in time, because I do believe that I probably enjoy them.
I think you'd really like it because it's very much like it's very similar as a puzzle game. I almost want to say it's kind of like Baba Is You, in just the sense that you've got total creative freedom to construct these things. I mean, there are certain obvious limitations just in the way that the machines are logically organized, but it's essentially a puzzle game with an open solution, like many of Zachtronics games. But it's unlike most of them, it's actually in 3D and it's not just like programming something.
Yeah. I honestly would probably be more interested in checking out a programming game at this point in time. You know what? Also, this is the wrong one. I wasn't even putting it in the right hole.
Well, if that's the case, I could probably recommend you like 10 of those, because I have like most of the Zachtronic games.
The programming games have been around for many, many years. Y'all remember the moving the turtle around on screen and everything, right?
Yeah, everyone remembers that, right? Like
it's it's a not uncommon thing. What is that called? Like logo or something?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, it's I mean I did that when I was across multiple schools when I was in elementary school.
Yeah, it's just like, been around.
It's a really.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix this one up a little bit later because holy Christ.
Yeah, it's funny.
But the point is to get some nitrogen in here right now, and then we'll worry about the other stuff later. Okay, you know what I can do?
What?
I already created the one.
Tell me everything.
The way this was originally set up just had like empty platform. We're just gonna do that again.
Okay.
There we go, baby. Now I just got to go find the train and make sure that's working.
By the way, this is probably just my Discord, but your call quality is really, or your video quality on this is really low. I could see it and everything. I'm just saying if that's unexpected.
Oh, good. I do have the nitrogen pickup. Oh, yeah, I had an outer cold. That's what I was going to use the fourth one for. But it's like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Oh.
All right, baby. Also, we can get rid of the fourth cart on here too. Or maybe
By
I
the way,
can't because it's docking right now.
how do you actually dock like conveyor belts to the monorails, or do you?
Oh, you got the
can
freight
only...
trains, and then you got the freight platforms, and the freight platforms have two pickup points in them, much like the what the hell are they called? Things for trucks.
Oh, there's ports like.
Yeah, there's like an in and out. There's 4 ports, 2 in, 2 out.
Okay. Intermodal transport. I wonder if they're gonna ever.
Yeah, we can also, it's like we never actually rode the train around here. We can take a quick look at that, and maybe also the same thing with the other train too, because it is a thing that I just never really showed off too much. Well, you can kind of see what the plan was here for the most part, where it's like I have this going around the entire area and then trying to get close to various nodes, as you can see here. Create like a power station for that limestone node.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, what's the deal with the? Did you? So you haven't nuked that forest with your bauxite mines, right? Like, that's what you're.
Forest? No. It's in the swamp.
Oh, the swamp, of course. Yeah. So like you're just avoiding that now, right? Like you've built the.
I'm gonna go there eventually, but we don't need to do that right now.
Okay.
And I will nuke it, yes, because there's a lot of bamboo there, and I need to get rid of it so that I can do my other stuff.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Nice picturesque view of the entire wasteland area.
Yeah.
Besides, I haven't really done much of anything with uranium just yet, so we don't have nukes yet.
Okay. The first thing you do when you get a nuke is I guess the first thing you're gonna do with uranium is nuke the uranium mines, so they're clear.
Yeah, exactly. But for right now, we're just gonna have a nice, pleasant train ride around here.
This is great content. And my commentary.
What do you not like seeing the train ride? I think it's a pretty cool little part of it. We're not going to do this for an entire episode or anything. But it's fun for right now.
Well, maybe we should. No.
I mean, yeah, I would say that, except I can barely hear you over how loud the monorail is.
Oh, I can't hear it.
And it's like I can't even imagine what this is like for the audience either.
Okay. It's kind of a hypnotic little blip in this.
I also kind of avoided having me go through sheer cliffs and everything too, which I think is pretty great. At least to a certain extent. Well, it's a bauxite one, since I didn't actually finish that up as of last time.
Is it
We
possible?
got the train coming back here right now. Also, I do want to change up because you might notice the name of this delivery station.
Box Iran.
That's right. I'm picking up the entire country of Iran.
Oh, I thought I was gonna do a Barbara Ann thing. Box,
That's
better.
better.
Box, Iran. I don't know.
I got to up production quite a bit here, don't I? I already have production upped quite a bit, so And that nice little loop that makes getting out of here real easy. Unlike last time, I'm not really using a whole ton of. Oh, can I get the? Too far away. I'm not really using a whole ton of the, like signaling. I actually just have everything on separate lines at this point in time.
Oh, is there? Like for the between stations and stuff, between trains and stuff.
Yeah, there's like Yeah, it's like with the signaling, what it originally was, it's just like if you have, what I would do is I would have like a to and from sort of line going on, and then I would attempt to, and then I would run like multiple trains on each one of the lines.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like I would have the logic. I mean, pretty much the logic when it comes to setting up monorail systems is just think of it like an intersection with a stop sign at it.
Okay, yeah.
Put stop signs everywhere they are, and that's it. You're good.
Yeah, yeah. And I can imagine the biggest thing would be just once you've got that logic in place, making sure that it's not completely like bottlenecked, especially if you've got more complex intersections and, you know, several.
You really don't need much more complex than that. You just need to like make sure that nothing gets too nothing's waiting too long.
Yeah, because at a certain point that is your bottleneck. If you can't get enough trains on there, like the amount of trains per hour is going to determine what your.
Yeah, you can honk the horn by pressing down the left mouse button.
Wow.
So now I definitely can't hear anything second guy is saying.
This game is so fun. But yeah, not great for podcasting over when you've got it blaring.
All right, anyway.
Yeah, anyway, I'll just, I should have used that opportunity. You know, you said, like, oh, I can't even hear you. I should have said something insulting that you'd hear it when we,
Now, you say that, but here's the thing. I do review each one of these episodes to edit them together and make sure that the audio doesn't get completely and totally screwed up there.
Yeah, you're a tyrant. We get it.
Yeah, it's true.
Censorship.
I'm a real the final boss of the original Resident Evil.
I have not played that.
So yeah, here's pretty much where we left off last time. There's another pure sulfur node, which I'm probably going to end up using sooner than later, especially as I start to go into uranium. Although I am, even right now, with just two pure sulfur nodes, I'm making a lot of sulfur.
Is this a swamp here, by the way?
Is this what?
Is this the swamp that you're in right now?
Oh yeah. Can you not tell from the swampiness?
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those, like, it actually, it is kind of hard to tell with the lighting.
Yeah?
I don't know. I'm
this one a
assuming
little bit less, I just went by a station that says Swamp Energy.
Yeah, that pretty much sealed it. But in fairness, I hadn't seen that, so.
And then, if you go in here...
into the waterfall, that's cool.
Yes, but inside, as we all know, in video games, you got to go behind the waterfall into... That's right. There it is.
That's the uranium node.
That's the uranium. And that's what I'm going to be using to power the entire base, like, very soon. Extremely soon, in fact.
Wow. All starts here.
Yes, right there. But then there's also, like, bauxite and stuff, too.
Boxes and boxes and bauxite.
Boxes of ice. I'm getting out of this train. It's so loud. Look, I got this. It's fine. I won't die here. Okay, there. Now does it look more like a swamp?
You made a desert out of the swamp.
I didn't mean to do that.
That was like a streamer move right there.
I'm not trying to
I know you weren't intentionally doing that. You're just like,
I mean, look, it's just like you hold down, what is it, R, you got a lot of different stuff. And the first one that it selects is heart. 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 Anyway, I also finally got the gas mask, so I'm not dying just existing here anymore.
Yeah. And it looks like that filter is pretty slow at being consumed.
It's about as fast as... Oh, come on, that wasn't enough.
Oh, that's hardcore. You've got a hatcher and the spider. I hate that. Those are like the two worst enemies.
Okay, I already got rid of that. So,
Okay.
take that, cat. Can't find the... Can't find the other stuff here, though. Anyway...
Do these things revive, by the way, like, over time?
I mean, they do grow back over time.
Okay.
Because I know, because, like, I haven't picked up, like, the remains of some of them. And so what happens is that I'll come back there later, and they have just, like, 2 hatcher remains in the exact same place.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's pretty obvious that they do come back over time.
Okay.
Nothing else here? I think that was one that required, like, I don't know, the supercomputers or something. I got homing ammo, by the way, so I can just kind of do this. Yeah? Oh, still not quite enough, eh? Okay, and that was the action for the episode. Now back to building factories.
Yeah.
And what is this here? Pure limestone. Which, I don't know, I might use. I mean, now that I got fracking nodes, I do also have access to a lot more of the, you know, like crude oil as well as water, which originally I was thinking it's just like, why even bother with trying to extract water from, you know, fracking nodes when it's like, water is just kind of all over the place. But then I realized that water extractors are actually very large, and this is probably a way more efficient way if I'm going to just end up packaging it anyway, so...
Oh, I see. So you get your water from extractors or something? Oh, by the way, isn't that...
Yeah, I can actually go show you the setup for that right now.
By the way, you know about dynamite and everything, right?
Know about what?
You know about how you can like use dynamite on rocks like that, like with the.
Oh yeah,
right?
but my dynamite, my explodey thingy. I mean, yeah. Well, how do you think that I got the Catarian here?
I assumed you did. I just was making sure.
By the way, I also got this here too. Did make some
Okay.
of these. They're not particularly useful, but they are here.
Can you use the what is it, the slugs on the power slugs on them?
No.
Okay.
I'm given that it's already giving you a free-ish energy.
Yeah, it's pretty much the closest to free energy that you get anywhere in this game, I would say. Like, it's the closest you just get to something you can just add to your line, and it doesn't really cause you any more trouble than that. By the way, that's a yellow power slug, wasn't that you just passed on the top of that ledge? I don't know, maybe.
I'll be the judge of that. I know there's a purple one over here, but that's going to require me to fight super cats.
Is it?
Is that one up
Oh,
there?
is it anywhere on the ground?
No, I don't think
there?
that's well, whatever.
Okay,
Let's go get the. Let's go fight super cats. Where are you? Where are you? There you are.
Thundercats. Those are really hardcore.
They are.
Like, by far.
Thankfully, they don't have a
probably
ton of health. They're just very hard to hit normally, unless you got homing ammo.
I like that all the surrounding. It's just a bunch of crates like in this area.
I mean, great. A lot of floating mushrooms. But like, yeah, I hate this cave. I've died several times in this cave just due to that stupid spider alone. They're they are extremely powerful.
Like that specific spider.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
They will take like 75% of your health off if you land if they land directly on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, they will also then continue attacking you as you're directly next to them.
Mm-hmm. By the way,
That's why it's like if you see that sort of thing, you gotta like jump in there quick and start gunning them down. They don't have a ton of health, but they do have enough for like 2 clips to go through here. 2 clipazines for this ammo.
Can they dodge the homing ammo?
I mean, homing ammo is not perfect. It's good,
Okay.
but if
I'm
things
better.
are mobile enough, yeah, they'll just kind of like run around it. But you know, they do give you enough time where they're just kind of standing still to make it work. Besides, I also have enough of the stuff to actually make that in the first place. It's not really too hard for me to get foaming ammo at this point. It's more a question if I want to put in the time to make it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't even do that much actual combat, given that this is a game about making a factory.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, how much combat do I need to do, really? I ask you.
Well, ask the developers of Factorio because they seem to think it's a lot.
Well, I refuse.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, what do you think? I just go and talk to each one of the developers for every game that I play?
I mean, I assume you talk to developers all the time.
Yeah. I'm like Steve Ballmer. It's always about those developers.
You're Steve Ballmer of just like you're courting them on LinkedIn. You're just like, you know, I want developers,
Steve
developers,
Ballmer
developers.
does these days.
That's all he does. He runs the Clippers. I think he's got one of those like. I think he runs like a nonprofit or something and owns the Clippers. That's all I know about him. And
Wait, did I really not have that many? What did I do
loves
with all of my coupons? I had so many more.
he loves developers.
Oh, right. I spent them all getting cosmetic things. Yeah,
Well,
that's why I have like all this.
What do you like? Not even like you aren't even using those though.
Nope, none of these.
You're just doing it to get the chivo of getting all of the.
What achievements? This game's in early access. It has no achievements.
I don't know, like the personal achievement, short chivo.
I don't remember why I do the things I do.
Like, I mean, I feel like that's the kind of thing. Personally, I would do that once I got past level 4. Like, I wouldn't use those tickets on, just random. Like, if you're not, I mean, if you're using them, fine. It's your factory.
I'm not.
But it's like, I don't know why you would do that if you weren't
Yeah,
using
here's the
them.
particle enrichment stuff. You get a lot of stuff actually for doing it.
Oh, nice. So you're pretty close.
But like,
then.
yeah, this you do have to get this one for the magnetic field generator and also the electromagnetic control rods, which are part of this. So you do in fact need to unlock nuclear power at some point in time. And there we go. Asked and answered.
Okay.
I'm just curious.
really-
I do have the hazmat suit. Maybe I'm gonna make that right now.
Oh yeah.
How difficult is it? Oh, that difficult, you say?
Yeah, which is to say, not difficult at all, but very annoying at this stage. Of the
But
game.
I don't want to go get. If only I had some tickets to spend on. Wait, no, I can do this. I got the junk for this. I can do it. Shut
Okay.
up.
I mean, I guess you have enough. Yeah, the proteins. I guess just from the hunting you just did.
Delicious proteins. Yeah, you get like 5 if you beat up the nuclear powered super spiders.
Oh,
And 50.
Just
there we
fi-
go.
okay.
Give me my sweet last equipable item.
By the way, you need like the iodine-induced filter. Is that right? Like.
Yeah, specifically to use it. But I can always just throw this on right now. No animation for that one. No, it's pretty unimpressive. Which is why actually the hover pack I've already gotten off screen because it's same thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then, and unfortunately, what I have 11 of these. Well, if I had some Caterium wire, could probably do that. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
You can climb Mount Everest.
I could climb Mount Everest. I have to resync that entire part again. Oh, yeah, you can tell the delivery's here because I'm dying. Looking good. Ah!
So this is going to be a theme for the rest of the game now, as it has been in previous
No,
seasons.
yes.
Why would you deny that?
I know, I didn't need to. It was obvious. Look, I just gotta make sure that I get all my iodine. It's gonna be like Metro past this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
You kids like Metro, right? Actually,
I don't
if I have
know.
these, I could just go make
I-
some Caterium wire right now.
I haven't played Metro. This is one of.
You don't like Metro? I like Metro. True believers, you can watch a full playthrough of it on the channel.
Is that 2033?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
it's good. It's like a pretty good game. Retelling of the first novel, I believe.
Yes, that's what it says on the Wikipedia. Yes.
I mean, a loose retelling, but a retelling.
I mean, I've never played the Stalker game either. Now that you mention it,
I want to play Stalker at some point in time. That game has that right amount of like super jank, but also like ridiculous mechanics.
have you actually watched the Tarkovsky movie?
No, was that Roadside Picnic?
I think it was based on Roadside Picnic. I haven't read that.
I thought they called the movie the same thing.
There might have been a movie called Roadside Picnic, but I'm talking about the movie called Stalker, which I think is just in Russian and called Stalker.
I did not realize it just called the Stalker.
I think it's just Stalker, not even the Stalker. It's kind of a talking head situation.
I mean, the original Stalker was, of course, an acronym, like Friends.
I mean, it was based on the Roadside Picnic, but it's called Stalker, and yeah.
I swear they just called it Roadside Picnic. Well, I was wrong.
I mean,
Anyway, there's that sweet uranium. Not to be confused with Urlid from Urge. We're gonna play Urge, right?
I think we're gonna somebody's gonna pay for that, and I don't want.
Somebody's gonna make me play Urge, and I'm gonna be like, oh hell yeah, dude, Urge.
Well, I would
Well,
definitely
anyway,
be on that
so we can start off with this pretty much at any point in time. What do I actually need to go create the super cubes? Fused modular frame. Only aluminium casing and nitrogen gas.
I think the weirdest thing that somebody could do would be like, I want you to play Urge, but I don't want second guy on there.
But how are we going to get into our classic comic Pisschiff jokes?
Well, they don't want that. The person who
I can't remember. Was I supposed to call episode 7 comic Pisschiff?
Did we come up with that? Is that...
You came up with that. Why do I remember the things you do better than you do?
Oh, when we were talking about Urge. Oh, yeah, the game we're talking about now. Yeah, okay. No,
Yep, that's the one. That very game.
I don't know why you would be supposed to call that. Like, I don't think I said title of the episode. You might have said that, but I wouldn't have said.
Yeah, you said how much comic Pisschiff is going to be required to make this an R-rated playthrough.
I think I just said it was R-rated for comic Pisschiff. Yeah, I think I did say that.
Because we talk. I think the episode's over here at this point in time. By the way.